Hey guys, quick disclaimer before we get into the video. Don't treat this as like 100% established fact. All I'm trying to do is try to find the root cause of a problem that I believe is in the game. And I think the video illustrates it pretty well, but the real problem might turn out to be something that I didn't describe in the video. So that's all I just want to say. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey guys, Anders here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to try to demonstrate to the best of my ability what I believe is wrong with Battlefield 2042's Recoil. You probably read the title, you saw the thumbnail. I and my friend Beyerdynamic, so I give full credit for initially theorizing this, himself and myself fully believe that this game's recoil is bugged, and at the time of recording this video, multiple DICE developers have actually commented on this after a tweet that I put out, and I did try my best to contact devs about this because I tried to sit on some information for a couple days just to really sort of mull it over, test it, try to be a little more concrete with it, and after a bunch of testing, there was definitely something wrong with the way this game's recoil works, and we aren't 100% sure on what it is, but Beyerdynamic has a theory on what it is, and I think when you see the footage of me testing it and I explain it to you, you'll see it when I compare it to Battlefield 5 and just how that game's recoil looks and is controlled. So the best way to visualize this or to try to show it in a video is I'm going to try to blow the recoil up on the PKP as much as I can because it'll really look extremely strange. At least for the first initial part of it. So the way I'm going to try to test this is I'm just going to shoot 30 or 40 shots and then pull down smoothly, okay? I want to emphasize I'm pulling down smoothly. I'm not doing any sort of jerky movement here. So pay attention to when I initially pull down, contrasted to when I am like pulling it across the ground here smoothly. You should see a very weird sort of jump. You see how it's kind of like, in the first part when I pull down, it's almost as if the recoil that you didn't control is acting as a wall that you have to pull through to get your actual, like, real input of what you're doing. So I'm going to do that one more time just to try to, like, show you guys as best I can. You see that? That one's really good. Go back and watch that in the video. I'll probably play it again, but, I mean, it just does not feel or look correct at all. And this would partially explain some of the input complaints, like mouse input and controller input, because this would actually affect you in gunfights. If the recoil is acting like a wall, right, the bullets you didn't control, and you have to, like, pull through that, that would absolutely affect the feeling of gunfights. And tracking, because if you're tracking someone that's crossing horizontally like this, if you let like 3 or 4 shots get away from you, and then you have to pull through that recoil, you're gonna like over adjust and it's gonna do this weird jump and you're gonna miss shots and die, and it's gonna feel really bad. So I think what's happening here is the recoil that you're uncontrolling is acting as sort of a wall you have to pull through. And I was actually talking to an ex-DICE developer who wishes to remain anonymous about this. And I don't want to expose his identity, so you're just gonna have to believe me here, okay? I wouldn't lie to you guys about this. This is what he said about it. Recoil really should just be 2 angles, and any aim input in the opposite direction should first offset renewed increases and then decrease the overall number. Seems aim inputs aren't offsetting that increases. Aim input not in the opposite direction of recoil should simply adjust your aim. And his explanation of it is a little more like, you know, devy and smarter than mine, but I'll do it one more time just to illustrate. Then we'll jump over to Battlefield 5 to contrast. It's way different. That weird smooth out portion of it, and then like the real input of me like pulling down in real speed. It's like, it's so weird. Then this is something that I urge you guys to test yourself and compare to other Battlefield games. It might not come through that well on video, and that's what I'm worried about, because I don't want to get like torn up in the comments because like, oh, Ender's like, what are you doing? Like, we can't even see it. So I'm trying my hardest to show you guys. Let's jump over to Battlefield 5. All right, so we're over in Battlefield 5, and before I do this test, again, I think I forgot to mention this, but if you enjoy the video or find this helpful or interesting at all, hit the like button, and if you do the test yourself and agree with me, spread this video, okay? Because this is like a huge problem. It affects every single Battlefield 2042 player, and it's like a fundamental issue. So if you test it yourself and you agree with me, hey, spread it around, because that would be great. So I'm just going to do the exact same test that I did in 2042 in Battlefield 5. I'm going to shoot like 20 or 27 bullets and just pull down smoothly, and hopefully the difference will be very obvious. I'm going to try to emphasize the recoil as much as I can in this game, so I'm playing with the Lewis gun with 0 specs and ADS FOV off just to really zoom in. You should be able to see a big difference. Do you see it just... It's so much smoother because there isn't a wall of recoil that I'm pulling through. So I'm just going to do that one more time. Okay. Now, I'm going to do that one more time. So, hopefully that contrasts really well on video. I can tell you it feels way different. And once again, I urge you to test it yourself. I think there's something drastically wrong with Battlefield 2042's recoil. It's just not supposed to work like that. I've never seen a game where it looks like that either. That like weird, it almost looks like it's forcing a reset, but it's not resetting the recoil because it's not like returning to the first bullet position. So it definitely has something to do with the way the game sort of handles recoil, or it delivers recoil. Or listen, I don't know, okay? Hey, Simthic, get on this, okay? You guys are the number guys. Figure it out. What's going on? But hopefully this comparison and contrast just shows you guys what I'm trying to talk about. And if you liked the video, if you find it helpful, if you find it interesting, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I really have the best intentions here. Like, I would love for there to be a problem with 2042's recoil, and I'm correct, and they fix it, and, like, I made a difference. But if there isn't a problem with 2042's recoil, then I don't have anything to really explain what else it could be in 2042, because it's just not supposed to look like that. It's not supposed to feel like that either, and it doesn't in any other Battlefield game. And again, I do think 2042's recoil being how whatever that is, I think that does partially explain some of the input problems, or like some of the input problems that maybe people confused to be input problems, and was actually broken recoil. So hope that makes sense. It's something that's kind of weird to show on video. I hope it showed through, and I'll see you guys later.